many of us are not realizing how many of the bad decisions that we have made, the things that we have allowed others to do to us that were horrible, is so embedded in our childhood trauma. It's embedded in us not getting the love that we needed, right? And so when we think about this and we think about the present condition of the Black community, right, we do know that most people will experience depression at some point in their life. However, due to the generational experiences of Black people, of African American people, PTSD is literally embedded in our DNA. It's embedded in our thinking patterns. A lot of our fears, anxieties, and worries have been there for many moons. A lot of these fears have been passed down to us, right? We are taught some very unhealthy patterns. We're taught not to cry. We're taught not to share certain family information. We are literally taught skills and techniques that keep us depressed. And this is why mental health is so important. We are undoing generational curses. We are undoing generational behaviors. We are undoing these thought patterns. We're undoing those conditioning. This is why mental health is so important. Less than 25% of Black people actually experience therapy. Less than 25%. But over 90% experience generational trauma. We literally have to tap into the knowing that there are some things in me that have been wired that are not healthy. It won't help me to get to where I'm trying to go. It doesn't align with my end goals. We have to undo that conditioning, right? And so when you have the experiences of slavery, which we know ended about 150 years ago, right? So when we have those experiences, when we have the experience of segregation and desegregation, and we have the experiences even present day, right? When we have these experiences of racism, this all is connected to our depression, our anxiety, our diseases such as diabetes, hypertension. These habits, right? These habits, these thought patterns, they're gonna manifest into something. A lot of the illnesses and the diseases that you see in your family is connected to generational trauma. It is connected to curses that it is now your turn to undo, right? And the goal would be for every time a generation comes, for them to unravel that conditioning more and more each time. And this is why mental health is important. When you have a whole group of people who share so many of the same traumatizing stories, so many of the traumatizing family disorders, right? We're talking about the alcoholism. We're talking about the drugs. We're talking about the prostitution. We are talking about the generational curses in our family. It is now your turn. You get the opportunity to free yourself more